I'm down here at Levi's. The assistant coaches just spoke. They speak twice a year, like the position coaches, once during OTAs, once today. So it was an hour. I'll tell you what happened. Chris Kasarik wasn't there. So we didn't get to ask about Michael Williams, Alfred Collins, CJ West. Just remember that. No Chris Kasarik. So the person who got the most praise today was one young Upton Stout. I didn't understand that the Niners were this high on Upton Stout, but he is the starting nickel. There's no competition. And they have this story. I'll tell you, this is an incredible story. They just found this out. So apparently Upton Stout is like so motivated to be the best nickelback of all time. They give out teach tape here. Like, hey, this is how it's supposed to look. And in this scheme, the guy they show a lot in nickel is K1 Williams. Mm-hmm. So Upton Stout during OTAs reached out to K1 Williams on Instagram.
Oh shit, really?
Already. And they know each other. And he's been picking K1 Williams' brain in addition to Diamador Lenore. Like, he's that serious about getting this right that he's already really good friends with K1 Williams. And as a result, Daniel Bullocks, who's been the DB coach for a while here, was referring to Upton Stout as great. He's like, and that's why he's great. That's why he's great. So whether he is or not, the coaches are sold on Upton Stout. What do you think of that?
I mean, it helps that the dude put up 225 on the bench like 24 times at the combine. And when you combine an attitude that he has with like reaching out to former 49ers players to be like, how did I play this position under this coach? Dude was a third round pick. I'm here for it. Bring it. Like, shit, we need that energy on our team. We have too many well-paid veterans who don't care that much.
It's just interesting to like see which young guys are really super driven, because all the great players in the NFL usually are maniacal like this, like being they don't want to just be good or get a second contract. They have this drive to be the best. And there are certain people in life like that. Jerry Rice was like that. Steve Young was like that. George Kittle's like that. Christian McCaffrey's like that. And, you know, maybe once a draft class, you get a guy like that. Maybe once every few draft classes. You don't know who it's going to be. Michael Williams has every opportunity. Alfred Collins, they have a lot of talent. But so far, it seems like the rookie who has impressed the coaches the most is the 5'8" dude.
Is that not the guy you want leading your defense?
They called him a leader. Daniel Bullocks is like, yeah, he leads in his own way. What do you mean he leads what are you talking about? How good is this guy? I mean, I'm impressed with him in practice, but I feel like I'm not a coach. I don't exactly see what he's going to fully bring to the table. I see his coverage, but they're talking about him in terms of his assignments, his violence, his everything. Okay, I believe you.
I mean, remember his phone call when the Niners called him to let him know they drafted him. The dude's, to quote an individual who's not so loved in San Francisco by the front office anymore, but Upton Stout really lives that who's got it better than us, nobody attitude.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
He is Jim Harbaugh on a 5'8" DB, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. And I think he's the kind of guy where, like, when the Niners drafted him in round 3, I think a lot of teams around the league were like, ooh, nice. We like him too. I think he impressed a lot of teams, and it's just like, which team was going to be brave enough to take a 5'8" cornerback, because he can't play outside and he's not a safety. So you got to really commit to the nickel spot with him. And it seems like the Niners are.
Based on the 49ers trajectory of drafting injured players with long injury histories, I would rather take the undersized, super strong, enthusiastic guy who has no injury history than the alternative. Like, bring it. Like, if they're that excited, I cannot wait to see what he looks like on the field, because that type of honey badger mentality is something that is missing. And it's going to be really funny if he turns into the Dre Greenlaw of the defense. If the smallest guy on the defense turns into the enforcer after going from scariest person on the team, Dre Greenlaw, that's going to be really fun to watch. The question then turns into how many years can he do this? But when it's good, it'll be good.
The difference between media and coaches, like the media, we're all going gaga over CJ West, and maybe CJ West is the best rookie. I don't know, but it's possible that he's just whooping Drake Nugent's ass every day. You know what I mean? It's possible that he's just going up against backup centers and making them look like backup centers. Upton Stout is starting. CJ West is out there with the third stringers a lot of the time in 11-on-11s, which I don't know. That seems silly. Like, I don't know why they're doing that, but with Upton Stout, they're not messing around with Upton Stout. He has impressed them. They're reinforcing what he's done and telling stories like already, like he's established the lore of Upton Stout. I don't know. Usually coaches want to pump the brakes and not crown a rookie before the first preseason game. So when they do, I pay attention. Like, damn. Okay.
I have a thought, and this might be some irresponsible speculation, so I don't want to get you in trouble, but do we think that they're heaping all of this effusive praise onto Upton Stout? This is so conspiracy theory minded. Do we think the position coaches love him so much because he was drafted by the scouting department and not by Kyle? And they want to reinforce, hey, when we let the guys who this is their job to pick the talent do their fucking job and give us the players that we actually want, here's the result of it. Cough, cough, wink, wink.
Hold on. No, it's a great question. And I like the conspiracy theory angle. I'm going to take a different direction. I don't think the scouting department picked Upton Stout. I think the scouting department takes over. I think this was Saleh, and Daniel Bullocks was the one going crazy about Upton Stout. I bet you Daniel Bullocks had a big say in this. I think the position coaches are heavily involved in the evaluation process, especially in the first 3 rounds. And I bet you he liked him coming out, and I bet you he's like reinforced all the things he already liked. I bet you Daniel Bullocks, when he was raving, was almost praising himself for identifying him in the first place. Him and Saleh. It's a theory.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
If it gets
anyway,
me a
I can't wait to watch him, because I think what's going to pop most about Upton Stout during the preseason game this Saturday is his tackling, which is exciting. He's a 5'8" DB, and you think, okay, he's going to be super good in coverage. Yes, but what's going to make Upton Stout famous, if he becomes famous, is the way he hits. And I'm always down for a DB who's trying to be the most violent player on the field.
Yeah. It's fun. This is the land of Ronnie Lott. Like it's not legal in the game anymore, but man, it's great to see a woo hit every once in a while.
And if you're 5'8", you might be able to get away with it because you're so small. Yeah. It's like, look, that was violent, but he's 5'8". He's allowed to do that.
It'll be. I'm just imagining him laying MHJ out when they play Arizona, just over the middle, boom. Him and Malik Mustafa in the same secondary is going to be real fun.
I'm excited to see Upton Stout hit James Conner. Like, I want to see him like hit a big fullback, running back. Like, let's see what you got, man. You're 5'8", 1 something. He's not going to hesitate at all, man. He's going to decleat someone way bigger than him, and he's going to be legend.
Has he had any one-on-ones against Kittle?
No, he hasn't, which is interesting because Jimmy Ward used to take one-on-ones against Kittle. Tomorrow, I'm going to watch just tight ends and running backs against safeties and the one-on-ones and linebackers, because I want to see what Christian's up to also. All right.